Good evening, everyone. It is a move that no one saw coming. Dane County Executive Kathleen Falk announced today she will step down.
She simply says now is the right time to enter the next chapter of her life. We've got team coverage tonight as News 3's Jessica Arp looks into some possible candidates to replace Falk.
But first, News 3's Marc Lovicott has more on today's shocking development. Mark?
Well, Susan, shocking because this was pretty unexpected news. Kathleen Falk, the longest-serving county executive in Dane County history, the third longest in the state, says she will step down in April after 14 years in office, even though it will be 2 years before the end of her term.
I have given this job my all. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity the people of Dane County have given me.
Surrounded by her friends, family, and co-workers, Dane County's first ever female county executive says the time is right and she will resign this April.
I am healthy, happily married, although he has veto rights to that statement. And of course, I'm replaceable. I'm not angling for another political job, and there's no ulterior motive. Quite simply, this is the right decision at the right time for the right reasons.
I was surprised by it. I didn't see it coming.
Falk surprised friends and allies like Madison Mayor Dave Cheslevich.
I think she's got a lot more to contribute. She doesn't know what she's going to do next. I don't know what she's going to do next.
And even surprised those who she didn't always see eye to eye with, like County Supervisor Dennis O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin has served as long as Falk has been in office, and he says he understands her move.
When you put in 13 years of this, and it's not going to get any better for her, I understand where she's coming from.
Falk says she doesn't know what's in her future, but this is not retirement. She says she wants to, quote, continue changing the world. Whatever that is and wherever that is, Falk says she'll take it on.
As I looked at what I set out to do, what we have done, and where I can best serve, the answer was clear. As I approach the 7th decade of my life, it's time for me to find that next chapter of how I can make a contribution.
Falk says she made this decision recently, and she says the timing is right. One, because she says she's already delivered on her 2009 campaign promises, a community manure digester, and a new alcohol abuse initiative. She also wanted to give candidates enough time to run a campaign for the job that she is leaving. Campaign papers for county executive are due on January 4th.
Marc Lovicott in our news center tonight. Mark, thank you very much.
Team coverage continues now as speculation circulates over Falk's replacement.
News 3 political reporter Jessica Arp has more on the possible candidates. Jess?
Well, this could truly be a free-for-all, a wide-open seat for county executives, surprising even those who may have considered running before.
I think everybody's universally stunned about this.
I thought Kathleen would serve out her 4 years, and I think most of the county government was pretty surprised.
I guess my first reaction was I wasn't all that surprised, because given Kathleen Falk's history, she doesn't want to complete a term.
Reaction across the board from those who are now considering a run at running Dane County.
You know, I just heard the news today. I will need some time to think about it. So right now, I need to talk to my family and think it through, because the timeline is pretty short. So can't do that for very long, but you know, I need to take a few days to think about it.
County Board Chair Scott McDonnell is considered the most likely candidate. McDonnell announced in 2006 he'd run for Falk's seat if she won the Attorney General's race that year. But he's not the only Falk supporter looking at the executive chair.
It's going to be an opportunity for a new era, for new ideas, and for some people who are equally as committed and as devoted to public service as Kathleen Falk was.
County Supervisor Dave DeFelice says he's considering a run as well, but will also give the decision some time. Then there's Falk's former foe, who now says she's involved in national Tea Party organizations and won't commit to a second run for the seat.
I don't rule anything out, because you know what? Life changes day to day. You never know what's going to come your way. And I think right now I'm looking forward to what we're actively engaged in on a national level. And we'll have to make all of the decisions, you know, aside from that.
And there's plenty of other possible names being mentioned for the nonpartisan seat as well. They include McDonald, Dave Felice, as well as John Imes, who just made an unsuccessful run at the state assembly. Then there's Verona Mayor John Hokemer, former Assemblyman Brett Davis, who recently made an unsuccessful run at Lieutenant Governor. Board Supervisor Dennis O'Loughlin says he won't rule out a run. Supervisor Eileen Bruskowitz has also been mentioned, but of course there are many more names and folks likely to come out of the woodwork with a wide open seat like this.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it, of course.
Be an interesting spring.
It will be. Jessica Arp reporting. Jess, thanks.